Namaste all. The title of my composition is Celebrity Rules, AUTOCORRECT. There's only one fact that I'm absolutely certain about. Celebrity rules in the center of attention. My primary occupation for over 14 years of my life was that of a figure model. I lived in the center of attention, standing, sitting, lying on my back, completely in the nude, bearing all in every condition imaginable. I rose to the station of the highest paid and well-known model in Rhode Island, modeling for RISD, one of the world's finest art institutions, Brown University, the Ivy League institution that educates the children of the world's ruling elite, and for some of the greatest artists living in the world today. My name became a legend in the American nation's smallest state. All the benefits and disadvantages of fame and celebrity belong to me as much as my own name. We are celebrities. We are famous. We are the rarest of breeds, known to many and ignored by few, hated and loved, idolized, demonized, and divinized, and by some, worshipped. From our perspective, whether right or wrong, nothing is forbidden and everything is permissible. This particular worldview was first articulated by one of the first Grand Masters of assassins, Hassan ibn al-Sabah, and is detailed in the book A History of Secret Societies by Archon de Rome. The longer I modeled, the more deviant activity I was allowed to get away with, or so it seemed. Other models were punished or even fired for minor infractions, while I, as someone paid to exist in the center of attention, lived exactly as I chose to. I didn't give much thought to the laws or rules of society as applying to me personally. Since no one punished my sins, it seemed to me that I had no accountability to anyone. I, like so many famous celebrities throughout the world's history, felt nearly invincible, but also completely isolated and totally alone. Testing the limits of my celebrity became a game. How much can I get away with? There seemed to be no limit to what I was permitted to do. The mindset that I owned was one of complete freedom and total liberty. What a rush. The freedom to do as one pleases is an extremely rare position to arrive at in life. It's like being a genie who's been let loose and who's been given total liberty to do due to the beneficence and mercy of their final master. Those of us who have experienced this thrill feel that we are truly special. People around the world wonder what it's like to be a celebrity and to make your own rules. Most people are completely unaware of the fact that it's a mindset, our personal worldview, which can limit us or set us free to accomplish almost anything. What dreamer would dare to grant themselves limitless freedom? Those who choose to be celebrities live in the center of attention and are known as exceptions to the rules. We make our own. You don't have to be a famous celebrity to pursue your most passionate desires. Spending a lifetime consumed by acquiring profits or fame doesn't necessarily lead to lasting happiness. Jim Carrey, one of the world's richest, most successful, famous comedians, implied that it was not money or fame that led to any sort of happiness, but rather that it was for services rendered that he felt any sort of fulfillment. He was only able to come to this realization by being paid to live in the center of attention, and more or less by making his own rules. In one of his interviews recorded on YouTube, Carrey explains to his audience what he believes is the most fulfilling thrill in life. He says, "I can tell you from experience that the effect you have on others is the most valuable currency there is." Oprah Winfrey, perhaps one of the most influential women in the history of the world, gave a speech at a college graduation ceremony, which can be found on YouTube, wherein she shared some of her most invaluable wisdom with a sense of absolute certainty and total authority. She says, "You must find a way to serve. Greatness is determined by service. Service and significance equals success. Always do the right thing. You always know that it's the right thing when in the end there's peace. You are rewarded by peace. Only the bold among us can choose to live freely and by our own rules if we have the courage to create them, even if we are not paid to be in the center of the world's attention. It's impossible to know how much liberty there is to pursue your every ambition until you choose to transform your worldview from the limited to the limitless and act as if it is so, here and now in the present, not far into the future." Ayn Rand, the philosophical author of The Fountainhead, reminds us to treat ourselves the way that we treat the gods of the present, whom we call celebrities. One of her characters says, "You see, I love you. And love is exception making." In the world today, it seems that so many of us desire to be in the center of attention, believing that fame and wealth must necessarily lead to happy endings. But what they truly seek is the same thing that most celebrities desire or have at one time acquired, which is to be loved, admired, adored, idolized, and in some cases worshipped, which we can experience by choosing to make ourselves the exceptions to everyone else's rules and to live for ourselves in service to others, which inevitably leads to understanding that nothing is forbidden and everything is permissible. The essential lesson that I learned in all my years as a professional model, living, working, and playing in the center of attention is this. When things felt like they had spun out of control, I could do exactly the same thing that my beloved iPhone does when I'm sending messages to people that I care about. It has the capability to autocorrect. We also have this ability, which is tied to our breathing, which we can control, along with our thoughts. Our true feelings and emotions must necessarily reflect our inner state. This is an absolute fact. I would put a smile on my face, take 3 slow deep breaths in and out, and then I would affirm out loud, I am relaxing and breathing the vibrations of peace, love, and happiness. I feel victorious here and now. I am relaxing and breathing the vibrations of peace, love, and happiness. I feel victorious here and now. I am relaxing and breathing the vibrations of peace, love, and happiness. I feel victorious here and now. All better. It's that simple. Give it a try. It costs you nothing but a few moments of your time, and it's an investment in your overall wellness, in the present, and far into the future. Peace, the solution to many of our problems, is a vacation that we choose to take from conflict. It doesn't last forever, but it's great when we have it. Thank you for your time and attention. Enjoy your life, if at all possible.